Ahmed Esmaeilion was one of the main organizers of that protest in Berlin. He's also the spokesperson for the Association of Families of PS 752 victims, and he just came back from Germany. Hi, Mr. Esmaeilion, good to see you again.
Hi, Vashi. Thanks for having me.
I want to get to what you experienced in Berlin in a second, but first I just want to start off on the fact that we are marking 40 days since the death of Mahsa Amini, and that protests persist in Iran to this day. What does that tell you?
It tells me what we knew from day one, that this time is different. It tells me that this is a revolution, and every day that passes, it confirms that our understanding about the events in Iran is true.
The regime is, of course, cracking down on these protests, and the way in which they've been doing so, and security forces have been doing so, is certainly brutal. But they have not been able to stop them like they have been in the past, where they were able to crack down and stop the protests fairly quickly. Why do you think that is?
If you notice, this time people fight back. We didn't see that in 2009. We didn't see that in majority of the uprisings in the past. So I think people are motivated enough this time to put an end to Islamic Republic of Iran, and they want to finish this chaos. They want to finish this nightmare for 43 years. This is not only Iranian people inside the country, the Iranians in diaspora too. They have the same feeling that this time is different, and this time we have to do something to not see Islamic Republic of Iran is able to crack down and continue what they have done in the last 43 years.
The last time we spoke, and this has certainly been underlined by what happened in Berlin, but the last time we spoke, we were speaking about how the eyes of the world were really on Iran, right? Thanks to not only what's happening in there, but the diaspora, and then much of the West now levying sanctions and taking other actions. To what degree do you think that attention from the rest of the world is contributing to the persistence of these protests?
I think the heart of these movements actually comes from Iran. I think what the Iranians in diaspora did just echoed those voices. And what we have seen from the Western countries, Western governments, hasn't been enough. That we have said that several times, and we keep saying that. And I think just informing the public and the countries that we live in, the people, that what's going on in Iran is very important. Then all of us, we can ask the governments to make some changes in their policies against the Islamic Republic of Iran.
And I know that was the message in Berlin, particularly for G7 countries. Your message specifically, you've had so many, obviously, dealings with the federal government here, where PS 752 is concerned, but on specifically beyond what they've already done, and they have, like I said, sanctioned a number of individuals, they've barred entry for others. What more specifically would you like to see them do?
Actually, we ask all these countries to stop negotiation with Iran. If they talk about JCPOA and they forget about the human rights situation in Iran, they are absolutely wrong. And we have asked them to expel the ambassadors of Islamic Republic of Iran from their countries. Like, for example, in Canada, we have asked to expel Iran's representative in ICAO that has a long history of working with IRGC. And we also asked to do the same thing that they did to the Russian oligarchs. There are Iranian regime's oligarchs here in these countries, and they're living lavish lives. So that should stop.
And just quickly, if I could pick up on the JCPOA, the nuclear deal, you certainly have seen a reticence to engage on the part of the United States. They seem to indicate that that's not a priority for them. Do you think they need to be explicit that deal is dead?
I think they have to be honest to the people. We just hear words. We don't see any changes. So, for example, Mr. Mali, the organizer or the head of the negotiation team,
the representative of the U.S. Pardon the interruption.
Yes,
the U.S. is representative to Iran. Yeah.
Yes, he is, and his message on social media most of the time is very wrong and doesn't echo what Iranian people say. He wants to just finish this deal when people's issues are something else. And we haven't seen much from the Western countries, honestly. We should have seen they stand on the right side of the history and they stand with the Iranian people. But this time, I have to say, Vashi, that Iranian people in and out of the country, they're not relied on the Western politicians. This time, they want to do it themselves.
Okay, Mr. Esmaeilion, I'll leave it there. Thank you, as always. Appreciate your time and insights.
Thanks for having me.
Hi, I'm Vashi Capellos, host of Power in Politics. See more of our show by subscribing to the CBC News channel or click the link for another video.